Before we get started on this video, I want to say thanks to this video sponsor, SimpliSafe. SimpliSafe is incredibly reliable and effective home security. You order it online, it is delivered straight to your door, you set it up in your house in under an hour, and from there it's monitored professionally 24/7 around the clock to keep you and your home safe. SimpliSafe has been supporting Demolition Ranch and Off the Ranch for a couple years, and I've actually had it installed in my house for a couple years. That I put up there with double-sided tape, and it was done. It's that easy, and it's still working great.
SimpliSafe on. Home. Alarm off.
That's the base station. This is a video camera. These are your little key fobs where you can click it if you're leaving or getting in your house or just want to go to bed, turn the alarm on.
SimpliSafe on. Alarm off.
We have freeze sensors, we have video doorbells, this is your keypad, this is a smart door lock, door and window sensors, panic buttons. That's actually the freeze sensor. That's a water sensor. Glass break sensor, motion detector, smoke detector. That's a TV remote. That's not SimpliSafe. Super easy to test things to make sure that they work. Ow, 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 ow. And if the monitoring system is alerted to anything, it'll call the police. Go to simplisafe.com/offtheranch to learn more. There's a link in the description below. Thank you, SimpliSafe, for sponsoring this episode of Off the Ranch. Hi, welcome to Off the Ranch. Welcome to Bunker Branding. I got a new GoPro and it has a screen on the front. How crazy is that? Look at this camera inception here. This is a GoPro Hero 9, I think. It's the newest one. It does some cool stuff and has some neat features. That's actually all I know about it. I just needed a new GoPro and saw they had a new one, so I thought, why not get the new cool one with the screen on the front? I don't ever vlog with a GoPro. So I think that's the only reason you would have a screen on the front is so you could be like, hey, talking to it. But this quality is just, well, actually, I don't know. I've never tried this one. But this quality is usually way better than a GoPro. So I vlog with these. I use these things for putting really close to the action on Demolition Ranch because this camera, not very tough. I break it a lot. It's a Sony RX100-7. They break a lot, but they're really good. This camera, very tough. But the quality's not as good, but it has some cool 240 frames per second, so I can put it really close to things that are exploding on Demolition Ranch, and it turns out pretty cool. Anyway, I got it out. I'll try it, I'll let you know how it is, eventually. What I wanted to show y'all was the front room up here at the bunker, because it is coming together. We got stuff on the walls, looking all professional over there. We got some decorations. We got racks with stuff hanging on them, just like in a store. We're like a real store. We got slave labor over here, Meredith's working. Mare actually is putting up Link stuff on her wall. Is that all you got? Not that impressive.
Well, that Ernie take over this whole store. Crazy.
You probably are. Oh, I didn't even show this. This is super cool. We got everything barcoded so it's easy to scan, and right up there we actually have the iPad and everything already, and they did a test scan to see if it works. So you put your credit card in there, we steal all your money, get all your info. It's great. Mostly fall stuff up there, Mare?
Yeah.
What else has to happen before this sequin coat's still in here? We should just sell that. $10. First one who comes and get it, you have a $10 beautiful sequin coat. If you're going to Vegas or something, you look great. What else has to happen before this place can be open? We just got to get all the inventory up here?
Yes.
Is it logged into the system yet? Or is that going to take a while? All like back end stuff.
I think we're done with the bunker side of it. We just have to do the active side of it.
All your stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. So we're waiting on Mare. Otherwise, I would have you guys here if it wasn't.
Actually, you're not waiting on me.
No, we are still planning on a mid-November open. I'll announce it. Don't come yet. But I think mid-November we'll be ready to have people walking into our store, have a real storefront where we can check you out and you can come pick it up right here in Central Texas. Right off of Interstate 10. And if you haven't seen, we have quite a nice sign up there. Woo-hoo! I can see my breath. Okay, Texas, it is officially not summer anymore. Got a couple really important errands that I need to run really quick, just, normal, everyday stuff. Don't tell me. Oh, hey! They're just boxes. There's nothing in them. Just picking up some boxes so that I can better organize all my stuff at home. That's all it is. Out here at Demo HQ, it's kind of a rainy, drizzly, yucky day. It's cold. It's like 41 degrees and wet. I know it's colder somewhere else. I know you guys in Minnesota are like, 41's not cold, you Texas wimp. Listen, if you think that rainy and 41 is not cold, more power to you. It's cold. We are dripping water down into our rainwater collection system. So cool. I need to get a ladder out here and clean out the leaf basket probably. Just doing some like maintenance stuff out here on the range and ranch, the HQ, some stuff like that, because my plans that I was going to do got canceled because the weather's yucky. So I'm just getting some little things done. Would you like to come along? That was a joke. You don't have a choice. This is so cool. Look at this tree with all this green moss growing on it. So pretty. That actually is a live tree that has fallen down, but is still growing, and now moss is growing all on it too. I've never really noticed the moss. I don't know if it just really is blooming right now, if you call moss blooming, but it's really bright green and cool looking. Or maybe it's just that all the other leaves are turning brown and falling off the trees. This is like the perfect little range. Look at this beautiful spot down here. I mean, we just got a little park out here where I can do all my fun stuff. Checking on two things. Number one is the El Cromino. Man, you'll notice you can really see our reflection well in that window. That one too. And I actually can't even see in there. It's almost as if we put chrome tint on the El Cromino. Check this out. Inside the El Cromino, yeah, I can see out. I can see everything that's happening out there. But outside the El Cromino, yeah, you can't see in. It's got mirror tint. Also, we did the windshield. Windshield is chrome as well. El Cromino, you're looking beautiful, as always. I also wanted to check on these just to make sure these are actually keeping water out. Yeah, nice and dry in there. Perfect. We got those hood stacks on there, and should rain go down in there, it'll go straight into the cylinder, I guess. I mean, those things will just like dump it straight in there. So I wanted to make sure that was good. Looks fine. I love it. The other thing I wanted to check out was what large targets we have for like heavy pew-pews. That's not good for heavy. That's good. That's 1/2 inch. That is 1/2 inch. That one over there is 1/2 inch. I'm missing one. Where is it? I know there's one more out at my parents' house that I used to use. So they have a good spot for long range, and I didn't, and so I left my big target out there. Now that we have this ranch, I'm gonna try to build a long range section on it somewhere so that I can shoot long range. We could line up back there at the HQ and pew all the way down to there, but it's not great, and it's only, I don't know, 300-400 yards, which I'm not gonna be able to get a whole lot more than that, I don't think, without like cutting a ton of trees down, which I don't wanna do. 300 or 400 yards is plenty for what I want. So I'm gonna go scope the land out today and see if I can find the best spot to make a, I don't know, maybe 400 to 500 yard range. I mean, I would go 1,000 if I could find a good spot for it, but 500 I'd be happy with. Speaking of long range, Kentucky Ballistics has been here. That is his elephant pew-pew. We have tons of area like this, just like thicket area out here on the property where it's pretty flat, but just would take so much clearing to make a 500 yard range. So don't think this is gonna work. I may go up onto the high parts of the property and we can pew from one hill to another, which would be pretty sweet. I've never done something like that. I think that'd be awesome to have that as my long range setup. Just trying to figure out if that is the best thing to do out here. I'm saying pew because if I put any pew-pew related words on this channel, it could get demonetized. I like keeping this channel monetized. It's nice because Demo Ranch, not safe. So trying to keep this channel as pew-pew free as possible. Short of getting a dozer and just plowing super far that way, which would work. It's flat. I don't know, I kind of like having a thicket too. Like, this is just so cool back in here. Okay, this is not it, I don't think. Also, just when you walk past this range, like, That thing is the brightest thing you've ever seen. The camera really doesn't do it justice. It is just like a shiny beacon out here. So beautiful, Chromino. While we're on the topic of range improvements, this is the range where we make most of our videos. And we have this for days like today when we want to put our pew-pews undercover so they don't get wet. And so if we have people out here, we can be undercover so we're not as wet. It also is nice on really hot days to kind of get out of the sun sometimes. Even though we got pretty good canopy here, it's still nice to have a cover. But I would like to make a more permanent situation than that. And we had bought those bricks for partly that reason. We were going to make a pew-pew proof wall so that we didn't have to hide behind trucks when we did the slightly more dangerous experiments. So I was gonna make a pew-pew proof wall using those, filling them with concrete, and we were gonna line it with something else as well to make it totally safe to be behind. We just haven't got there yet, because then I decided we should build a permanent structure with a roof on it and then have that wall in the front and make it great. Probably put like a table back there as well. So if you have any ideas on what kind of I don't know, what would be the easiest way to do that? Should we just totally custom it? Which we can. I know how to weld, we can make it happen. I know how to put a slab down there, or maybe just put some gravel in the bottom and have some rods stuck down in the ground. Or do we buy like a prefabbed like little carport kind of thing and just build it right there? Let me know what you guys think we should do for that. The HQ is pretty close to being done, like almost, I don't know, it's like 99.9% done. We started moving some stuff in it, we still need to get more stuff in it, and then we can start using it. I think we're about to move all of our supplies in there. We have shelves built in there now. I want to get some gravel and put it out around there so it's not muddy. Like right now when I walked back, I wanted to go in there, but my shoes are all muddy. It'd be nice to have some gravel to walk up to so you're not just bringing mud in there every time. And then we need to get like dumb things like floor mats and things like that we can wipe our feet on. It's gonna be sweet once we get it all set up. Down into Goldie's pit of death over here. Not too muddy. Hasn't really rained much, just yucky all day. But it's wet. This is a potential area that we can clear a bunch of trees to make the range. I don't think it's the best spot though. Drive through here and look. You can see that flag over there. That is in the center of Goldie's Pit of Death. And these are some Vortex range finding binoculars. And the center of the Pit of Death is 134 yards away from me right now. And then, man, we could probably clear out, I don't know, maybe another 100 yards. Yeah, there's 100 yards there. This isn't it. That's 230 yards. Not good enough, Demolition. This is a part of the property I have never actually showed you guys. There's a lot of this property I haven't actually showed you, but it looks super pretty up here at the fog. Look at this. Looks like Jurassic Park out here. So you might think, Matt, this would be a great spot for a long range. The problem is, even if we went way up there and pewed all the way over there, there's plenty of range, but it's not flat over there. It's like this huge steep hill, and like you need a flat spot shooting toward a other fairly flat spot. We're gonna put metal targets downrange that you're not gonna have to go reset or anything, but we need to be able to go get a weed eater, clean around them, you know, keep them free of debris, and this ain't it. These hills are steep. They're much steeper than they look on camera. So as awesome as it would be to go 20 seconds, ding, just kidding. That would be cool, but I don't think this is it either. On to the next one. Another little lost valley over in here. This land is so pretty, just hilly and beautiful. You guys have never seen this either. I think the terrain is no good here. It's just hilly and then trees everywhere. I bet this, even if we cleared it, would only be probably about like the other one, probably 230 yards or something. Dang, that's crazy. That's pretty much what our Texas soil looks like. Brown on the top, and then just turns to rocky and lighter colored very quickly. Yeah, that's just all rock that tree's growing out of. Oh, you didn't come here just look at a bunch of nature? Sorry, that's what this video is gonna be for the rest of the show. Love ya. You know what we also need to figure out pretty soon is go-kart course, because my current property that we live on has a big pasture, and we drive go-karts and Ultra 4s and all kinds of stuff like that in it. Super fun. And Lincoln has only rolled the go-kart one time on flat ground. He ran into a fence driving backwards and it rolled it. He's fine, but the problem with out here is there's trees and inclines, and that boy's crazy. And I don't know, we gotta figure out some way that he can still ride that go-kart in a safe way. Let's go check out some of the hilltops, see what we can find. Whoa. From here, if we go out this way, you can look through those trees, assuming we clear a hole in them, we could pew all the way to that hill over there. The problem is that's only 360 yards to that hill, and I'm also standing on top of the side-by-side here, which means I'm like 6 or 7 feet off the ground and then my body height. So if we're lower, we're probably not gonna be able to pew as high up on that hill, which means we won't have 360 yards. That'll be the max, but probably not realistic. So let's go higher. I just came upon this spot, which I hadn't really thought about until I saw it. I don't think it's gonna work, but it's this weird little trail that someone cleared. Right here it's kind of wide, but right there it gets narrow and then it just goes down really steep. Like it's too narrow for a truck and it's way too steep for anything, even a side-by-side to go up it. I actually went down it once in a side-by-side and it was a little sketchy, but I could clear further over there. That's a lot of clearing. There's like big trees over there. I don't want to cut any big trees down. Little trees, I don't even want to cut any of these like post oaks down, but like cedars, I'll cut those down all day. I don't think this is it. I'm at the top-ish. I got 550 yards. I guess I'm not really at the top. The mansion is at the top. For those who don't know, the abandoned mansion is on the land that the ranch is on. Like Demolition Ranch and the abandoned mansion is all the same place. And I guess if I really want to stretch it out, I could go up there and pew off the porch. Wives though, you know? The other problem with this, while it is 600 yards, almost 550, it's shooting over like a couple valleys and with a couple other smaller hills in them, in there. There's a couple other small valleys and hills there, and it's firing over a bunch of land that I won't be able to see, which is kind of scary. Like if there was someone walking, I mean, it's my land, it's all my land and no one else is out here. I mean, except my kids, but I wouldn't do this if I didn't know where they were, but it's just not super safe, I think. I'm not gonna clear all those trees all the way over there, and so I won't know if I am pewing, 15 feet over someone's head. So I don't wanna do that. Bummer, dog. So, Demolition, here's the question. Do I just make my 200-yard range and call it good and leave the long range for a different place? I know several people around here with long range areas that I can go if I want to go do that. I just thought it'd be so cool to have it here. Or do I pew possibly over someone's head? Or do I just pew off the porch? Porch? Y'all are gonna say porch. Yeah, I know. I know you will. You'll all say, Matt, do it off the porch. You guys asked for it. We are right off the master suite here. And the distance, 2.8 yards. What? Oh, it's because a fog rolled in and I can't see anything. It really did say 2.8 yards. That's it. It can't see past this fog at all. So, not sure how much we got up here. Probably could pew really far. Would never know if I hit anything though, because I can't see a dang thing up here. I mean, nice flat platform here. Covered. That's nice. That's nice. And, go right in here. Get some hot chocolate when it gets cold and nasty like it is right now. It actually could work. It is super cool just watching that fog roll through though. So awesome. Demolition, I'm sorry. I feel like I totally wasted your second half of this video. I feel like I totally wasted my second half of the day. I thought I'd get it figured out, but I just didn't. But I guess I kind of did. I'm just gonna make a short, long range. Like a long range is short, like a medium range. I'm gonna make a medium range and it'll be fine. I didn't totally figure out that as good as I wanted to, but I did while I was up here at the abandoned mansion figure out something here. So we have a 4-car garage, right? I was trying to figure out which car goes where. I've got it figured out completely. I'm thinking door number 1 over there will be the Ferrari. Yeah, a red Ferrari right there at door number 1. Door number 2 is also gonna be a nice car like that. We're gonna put a Lamborghini right there. The neon green Lamborghini, probably an SVJ, an Aventador SVJ right there. Neon green, Lambo, hot red Ferrari right there. Those 2 bays are like my just man cars. They're just fast and furious. They're wild. Put my 2 wild cars there. All right, some more normal cars over here. These will be like for the day-to-day, everyday stuff, but they're classy, they're nice. You could take them dates. Like these are date night cars on the right over here. Right here, I'm thinking Aston Martin. Like nothing is more sophisticated than an Aston Martin. It's not like as fast as a Lambo or Ferrari, but Woo, they are clean and so nice, and like taking my girl on a date in that would just be amazing. And then I was thinking, you know, save the best for last. So right here, the fourth bay, for sure, El Cromino, all the way, right there. That's the one that I'll probably take the most, so it should be closest to like the main part of the house. And date nights, we'll probably pick that 9 out of 10 times to take Mary on a date. El Cromino, sitting right there at the end. Thanks for watching Off the Ranch. I love you. I'll see you next time.
Oh.
Hey, what camera is that? Number...
Shut up! Don't tell Mare.